I can see some of you saying, is this guy crazy? Of course, you're talking about me. And I'm like, well, yeah, there's a lot of times I am crazy. Okay, I agree, but not about this. Is he going to say that he doesn't like universal audio plugins? How can that be? How can that possibly be? I mean, everybody knows they make the greatest plugins on the planet. Well, not everybody knows that because SoftTube's pretty darn good too. But anyway, UAD does make some outstanding plugins. And you're like, wait, isn't the title on that thumbnail, doesn't it say you're canceling your UAD Spark subscription? Yeah, I am. Actually, I was about ready to renew it. So I ain't going away from UAD plugins, not one bit. I'm excited about what's coming down the pike. And so I'm very excited about this stuff. At the end of the day, no, I was about ready to actually redo it because I got a promo. Well, let me give you a little history. Up until this point, I've been paying $20 a month. Now, that's probably the most expensive plugin subscription out there. Not the most, but it's certainly on the high side of things, especially when you look at the quantity of plugins. But if you ever talk to me, you know it's not about quantity, it is about quality. I can give you a ton of crap, of which I usually do in this channel, so I'll use that metaphorically too. Or I can give you just a few of something great, and I guarantee you're going to appreciate just a few more than the ton of crap. So I was about ready to do it. So I got this offer in the mail, not in the mail, in my email. I don't get anything in the mail anymore. I got an offer in my email that basically says I can Spark for $99 a year. I said, well, wait, I'm already paying $240 a year. Yeah, I had to do the math real quick in my head. I'm not that smart sometimes. But $20 a month times 12 months is $240 a year, okay? I'm already spending that, so I can get 2 years for less than that, which takes it from being roughly, $20 a month down to like $8.50 or $8.25, something like that, but really reduces the cost. And I said, okay, I'm going to do that. And then for some reason I thought, you know what? Last time I checked on Sweetwater, I hadn't seen if they have a bundle out there. And let me just see if they've got a bundle and let's see what it's going for. I'm just kind of curious because I was asking myself, let me do this whole analytical approach like I typically do a lot. Some would say way too much. But I decided, okay, let me compare the purchasing of the plugin compared to the subscription, which is, I think, something everybody should do when you're trying to make these decisions. The last time I'd looked, it wasn't compelling to me at all. I thought that I could have maintained Spark for 10 years and still spent less than I would had I bought all those plugins. And so ultimately, I decided that to do that because you never know what's going to happen down the pike and what other things the company's going to do that make it more compelling. But regardless of any of that, so anyway, I decided to look on Sweetwater, and lo and behold, what did I find? I found there's actually two out there, one for $199 and one for $299. And I started looking at it and I said, okay, those are the only bundles, but there's no way in the world that one for $299 includes all the plugins in Spark. I just can't see how they make any money doing that because for the record, there was a huge discount on that. I think it was either $300 or $400 off its normal price. It was greater than a 50% discount off of what it was normally priced at. And I think it goes back up in about a week. But they're always going on sale. So you just to be patient and come back around if you can't afford to do it right now. But keep that in mind. So anyway, I decided let me go in and see what plugins it includes. And we're going to scroll through those right here on the screen back behind me. Well, looky there. The ones highlighted in red that have the red rectangular boxes around them, those are the ones that are not included with the bundle. Now, those plugins you're seeing on the screen, those are all my Spark plugins that I get with my subscription. So I kind of wanted to check them all off and then include every single plugin that was in that Spark subscription except for those 3 plugins. And 2 of those plugins are on sale for $49 right now. The other one's on sale for $150. And so you can buy those at any time. You can go back to them at any time. I have some other great alternatives that do the exact same thing by SoftTube so I'm not feeling like I'm missing anything just yet. But later on, if that Neve goes on sale for $49, I'll go back and buy that. The 1073, I think it was. I'd like to get the 1081. But anyway, I looked at that and I'm like, I can't believe it. This is almost too good to be true. So I can spend another $100 and own these freaking plugins forever. At least as long as they're compatible with my computer. And UAD has only done a couple of required updates. And I think it's only one basically from UAD 1 to UAD 2. If there are more in there, I'm unaware of it. But that's the only time that you had to kind of go. And that really was because the whole DSP architecture changed. And these aren't subject to that, are they? So anyway, I have no idea how that'll work and how long these plugins that I just bought will continue to be supported without me having to pay any additional money. But historically, I've not had to. So what did I decide to do? Well, I clicked add to cart and I bought it. I bought it. You better believe I bought it. And now I've got them all on my computer. I canceled my Spark subscription plan, so I'm no longer paying for that. And I own these plugins now. Now, had they been back to retail, I wouldn't have done it. In other words, if they were that $300 or $400 more, it wouldn't have been compelling enough for me to do it at that point. That wouldn't have made sense because I could have went for 7 years at its previous price. And there's a lot's going to change over the next 7 years. I promise you that. You think this AI thing's going to have a lot to do with it? I think so. So back to the business at hand. Quite frankly, if you're going to be looking to purchase this plugin bundle before it goes back up to its normal price, and you're going to do it from Sweetwater, do me a favor. I have a relationship with Sweetwater. So anything that you purchase from Sweetwater using the link that is down in the description of this particular video, as well as others, the very first one is a link to anything that you buy. You can just copy that link and take it straight to Sweetwater, purchase whatever you want, and I get a very, very, very tiny percentage of that sale. I would appreciate it. You don't make very much money off YouTube, off of views, and so this is just another way I can supplement my income without having anybody affect or even coming into play about what I say, when I say, and how I say it. I'm never going to allow that to happen. So anyway, if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. Down below, if you're curious what all those pieces of gear down below are, those are pieces of gear that are stuff I recommend in that price range. I'm going to continue to add more to it. I just haven't had time. But these are a list. These are gear. Most of them I've had reviews on my channel, so you can go check that out. But ultimately, this is all gear that if it matters to you, that you know this is stuff that I say is worthy of the price that they're charging, and it should be something you consider. You can click on that. It'll take you straight to that link, and you can purchase it from there. So I would appreciate if you do that. Really helps me out. So other than that, do me a favor, leave some comments down below. Now, here's what I'd like not to see. I don't want this to turn into a subscription versus purchasing. To some degree, that's exactly what this was about, but it didn't make sense to me until they dropped that price. Once they had done that, then it made sense to me. Because the bottom line is, I know how adamant many of you people are about plugin subscriptions. You hate them. Sometimes I believe it's completely irrational in my opinion, but hey, you're free to make your own choices, and they're just that, your choices. So let's please not try to chastise somebody else because they make a different choice. I'm more in support of, hey, let's support each other, okay? Let's build each other up. Let's don't break each other down. Enough of that garbage on social media as it is, and we shouldn't become part of that because we've got to be better than that. You've got to be better than that. I've got to be better than that. Ultimately, do me a favor, leave me some comments down below and tell me what you think. Until next time, I hope every one of you have a great day, and hopefully this video gave you some things to think about today and another day and another day and another day. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, time to go. Bye-bye.